I'll add one more thing, and I'll upload this as a separate clip. This is for anybody on RapFame expecting one behavior or another from me, or want to be my pal or work together in any way. You really need to understand the shit. I have a lot of pride. It's true. I can be a bit conceited. I can be a bit egotistical. I can be a bit overconfident. Okay? These are all true. However, I'd like to think that when it comes to business, I have some fucking sense about me. And let me just run down a couple things that I don't agree with on the Rap app. And I get that everybody just about is doing this. Well, I'm not. And my page speaks volumes for someone not going the extra routes. Okay. This being A. For Rocky the Great. Not so much, really. All of his success and fame, obviously, and you can tell, look it up, really, has come from constantly doing collaboration and stealing attention from other people's pages. That's kind of acceptable. However, dude invites me into his group, like so many, and literally, first off, he's doing copyright infringement, stealing graphics that belong to people off the internet. There are such things as free clip arts. That's not what he's using. He's stealing people's copyrighted material, and dig this, posting the crew members' names on top of it, like fake album covers. And of course, he don't own rights to the fonts either, but leave it to a noob. The Great. Anyway, if you're spamming, I can't get behind that. And I still joined the group and supported for a while. You know, I did what I could. When I decide to leave, it's funny. Well, you know, that's when everybody decides to act like I've committed an act of treason just because I don't want to be a part of the silliness. But dig this, okay? As if the images weren't already enough copyright infringement. As if it ain't enough to drag my name down with your illegal activities, posting my fucking name on the picture itself that you stole. Which isn't cool, man. If that's not enough, he has like 20 different pictures he uses, maybe 30, and he posts all 30 of them 200 times a day. Recycling, constantly uploading the same thing. That's cheating. I mean, if it works for you, if you can feel pride and feel good about yourself, about rising the ranks, about getting likes and counting the same like from 80,000 copies of the same post, then more power to you. I don't. I just wanted my name off of it. Telling him this, he acted like it was a huge fucking war, it turned into a big problem. I had to fucking leave, and now he's talking shit with a new guy in another group, calling me an app bitch. Dude, just because I have principles don't make me a bitch. It's fucking stupid. Okay? So here's some of the other things I can't tolerate. Using 200 hashtags a post is fucking redundant. Clearly you don't know what your message is about, or your target audience, or the subject and interests of them. If you have to go in so many different directions just for a hope that someone will actually peep your shit. That's not fucking talent either. It's not. Tagging my name while not being my follower, right? While never having worked to me together, showing up on my page long enough to not like or even really listen, but to comment on the comment section, hey, check out my pinned, right? Okay, first let's dispel the ego about pinned. My pinned post has 200 likes. You do realize pinned post means it stays at the top of your page forever. Guaranteed it's the first thing people see. So that's nothing special. That just means it's the first thing that gets played. That's not actually how much you're liked. That's one track throughout all of time with that number of likes. That sounds pretty fucking stupid. I don't want to be like you, dude. And then it comes to like the rap beef and slander and shit. People like to post like, if you can't handle battle, don't come in here, but they're not willing to battle. They'll like insult and fight, but you can't like insult and fight or defend yourself or talk back or none of that shit. I mean, these are pussies, man. These are people who are just hurt people. And the only real out that they have of their miserable life. I mean, one guy literally is writing constant songs about suicide, hiding his face in a hood, and using a devil emoji over his face. So he's like strictly anonymously fucking sad, miserable consecutively. And I'm supposed to believe that all these people are fucking better than me when how they get attention. The attention that I get is from the random scroll. I don't send stuff to the hot feed. I don't pay for fucking membership. You know, I don't get 2 likes for every 1 like. For having that membership, all of my statistics are accurate. So if you slander, I mean, my first advice to anybody watching this video really is when you see the slander and stupidity, realize that people just have big fucking mouths. If you actually do, well, the equivalent of a Google search, if you look through the app and check any fact that they're saying, it's usually full of shit. People, I have more likes than you. No, you don't. Look at what it is they're actually saying and look at what they're talking about. Your pin post is 200 likes. Well, I have like a couple different songs with that many fucking likes. And none of them are pinned. I don't have that option. So it's fucking stupid. If you're a spammer, not into you. If you don't understand business, not into you. If you don't want to make a collaboration, a rap battle, or whatever, I mean, by all means, hate me. At least use it business productive, you know? At least direct it in a way that fucking, that's what rap is. Shit on me, expose me. Is one guy says, oh, I'm going to expose you if you don't accept my battle. But the dude has me blocked, and he's still sending me messages. I can't even reply to the messages. You're all morons in my book, 99% of you. I'd like to work with you and create real fucking music. And I post goofy shit playing around spontaneously. Some of them are pretty good. Most of it is just spontaneous fun. And I get enough attention and likes and fame to put me above all these people who are slandering me half the time. Exception to Rocky the Great. He has more followers. His page has been here for a while. But it don't matter, man. I'm trying to make this about music. And y'all just want to argue on the internet with strangers? That's some sad, sad shit. Okay, so if you're into spam, I ain't into you. If you're doing copyright infringement, I can't support you. My name being next to yours puts me at danger for your illegal activity. Sorry, man, just because I'm white don't mean I'm taking extra risk. That's fucking stupid, too. All this racist shit coming at me all the time. Like if I call someone ignorant, turning me into a fucking racist. Oh, is that a black joke? No, you retard. Ignorant means you don't have presently the knowledge of whatever we're talking about. It doesn't even mean unwilling to learn. To quote Einstein, being ignorant is not so much of a shame as being unwilling to learn. So there's a lot of shit I can't support, man. And all of you guys that are claiming with your egos and your anger that you're so fucking great are using like 24 tactics to get yourself attention. I'm not using any of them. And I'm not bragging about my greatness. But were I to, I'd say I'm better than 90% of the app. My vocabulary is clearly above yours. People are fucking setting me as administrator to their rap crews just so I can correct the grammar because they can't speak and spell. Meanwhile, challenging me out of their ego, blocking me, asking me to battle, which is impossible. Okay? I don't understand you. You know, I don't know what you expected to come of all this. I just want people to know what I'm on this app for. Me, not you. So if that makes me a rap pussy or app pussy, whatever, I'm an app pussy. Because I have no interest in fucking talking to strangers and arguing with strangers, and I'm here about the music as an artist. Art, man, there's nothing artistic, and I'm the autistic one, ironically, about what you're doing here, about this communication. It goes nowhere, it does nothing. You feel better releasing some of your pain, emo kids? I don't know what to fucking tell you. On one hand, I greatly sympathize all the time with people in pain, and I write and talk about stuff to hopefully lift them up out of that pain. But if all you are is sorrow and pain, and you blame the world, and you keep running into the same shit over and over everywhere you go, I mean, this one dude even took screenshots of how he's blocked people and asked them to battle before. The screenshots are 90% only him talking shit. And 1% of the other guy fucking talking. I just fucked up that, but whatever. And the other guy says, so you finally unblocked me after getting all of this spam and hate. And then he makes sure to highlight it underneath the picture saying, I didn't block you, still waiting on that battle. No, dude. No, you either really don't know how this app works because you're brand new, or you just are not sportsmanlike at all, and you're a master fluffer, which is what I take most of you people. You know, freestyle king, master fluffer, looking like Hobson, carrying an alcohol for attention, doing nothing but slander and shit. None of you guys are special. You're literally the exact copy and paste clones of the rest of the people in the fucking market. You're doing nothing different, nothing original. Your vocabulary's not different, your sound's not different, your style's not different. You are a carbon copy clone of other people, and you want to call it success. That's not success. I aim to be as I advertise, so you can also try to stop using it as an insult if you want because it doesn't work. The autistic wizard. I literally advertise, think different, motherfucker. Think different, be different. Rub against the grain a little bit. Unless you just, I mean, if it wasn't about being different, if it wasn't about the music, then wouldn't you never buy a fucking CD again and just play the same song throughout all of time? Because that's you guys. Same shit over and over and over and again. So your insults don't fucking bother me, but I do need to address these subjects because you do kind of affect other people's ability to freely think by influencing them with negative stigma. Okay, you're suggesting to them hate before they check it out, and unfortunately at least 40% of the world won't actually look it up. They'll just buy into the hate because 40% of the world are emotional based, right? Emotions first, logic second. 60% of the world the other way around. We'll think things through. not believe in God or whatever, have to do some research, need that proof. But, you know, and I'm not worried about you taking away fans. It's just, I'm worried about you lowering their status. Because what I'm about is rising fucking people up. And all you're doing is giving them new ways to look for darkness, new ways to look for hate, new ways to look for fight and discontent, to be unhappy 24/7 when they have more than they'll ever need, and to constantly find new ways to encourage that sadness. You know, from songs about suicide and rehearsing and repeating and suicide part 2. I mean, the fact that you literally titled it the same thing and said part 2, like, I am so focused on this and sharing this bad time that I want to do it again. But this is the same kind of character that can feel okay, like hating and commenting and slandering and finding every post he can to put something on there to try to take away from my views, which don't matter. You realize every past post, because you can only comment on something that already exists, is over by the time it's done posted. You realize that I spend less than 2 minutes on every track that I post, and I post, when I do post each day, 5 times. You know, I constantly post as much as I am available to take time out of a real life to hang out with strangers on the internet and post a little something. So if you want to work with me, you need to be focused on business. I'm not about spam and clickbait and fake fame on a fake app anyway. This is just a place to save MP3s so people can play them back. That's simple. It literally has nothing to do with the RapFame app at all for me, because I know how these views work. I know that the owners are biased. I know that people judge bias and only judge on their own familiar sounds. You know, this isn't like with a bunch of fucking standards on how awards are given out in real music. No, it's a bunch of random people that just like stuff. And there's at least 20% of this app is just children. That's why I don't do the rap battle thing for the most part. I keep getting paired up with kids, and these kids have a lot of friends on their page. I don't have anybody I know in real life on my page, and they'll automatically like their shit, giving them an advantage. And some of them will even just be singing other rapper songs, so that's not real, man. I don't rely on these views. I don't rely on my statistics, but even my statistics kind of trump everything you claimed about my statistics because they're wrong. So if you want to work with me, you need to be focused. Now, I'm Kevin Cass, the Autistic Wizard, and what I'm here to do is to raise mental health awareness. That means, like, all of the jokes that you're doing, which is funny, really. I mean, I guess you never got the message, just automatically liking stuff and not really playing it. Logic. You know, but what I'm trying to do is raise awareness that the differently minded, whether that's a physical disability or mental disability, are highly capable. That communication barriers or differences that might make things difficult for people. Take the emo kid with the suicide, you know. That doesn't have to be all bad, and I don't have to shit on you. I'm only shitting on you because you're shitting. Okay? That instead can be turned into a power, a superpower. You're so in touch with emotion that you really get it, and therefore are usually the guy, that other people come to for advice and unload all their problems on, right? I get that. I'm the same way. I really am in touch with my emotions. Just told myself to do better than them. That I am not the emotions themselves. So this kid isn't a bad person. But he's lost, and he refuses to be any different way. You know, I'm sad, I'm angry, so I'm going to share it with the world, and I'm not going to do anything different. I'm trying to raise people up and show them what they're capable of. I'm trying to show the world. Asperger's, for example, which isn't the same thing as autism, not exactly. It's high functioning, which means your slander already is assumption at best. You're assuming that I'm on that very low end of the frequency when I'm not. I type 185 words per minute. I made my first website in, 3rd grade? Hand-coded self-taught, okay? And I don't want to say a whole bunch of other talents because you'll think I'm speaking in ego. But that's the kind of shit I'm trying to raise. So for someone, me as a kid, who had ADHD and bipolar, okay, so an emotional disorder and very energetic, fit into places, sure, especially with other ADHD people who can process things very quickly and take the time to think about shit that they need to. Okay, but I want people to understand the capabilities of those often judged. That's the goal behind all of my projects, and it's not the capabilities for me per se, although I guess I work as a spokesman or a representative, but of people in general. Because with my views, call me narcissist, call me whatever, I don't need any of you. I don't need friends, I don't need extra people, so I don't go out of my way to break myself for people of lesser status who only treat me negatively, etc. and so on. So if I don't need people, that only leaves success. It leaves my actions, my emotions, my thoughts working towards a goal I'm actually trying to achieve instead of senselessly reacting impulsively on the moment, instead of acting, taking time to think, and aligning myself with goals. If this seems like it's you, by all means hit me up. But if you're nothing but drama and bullshit, I want you to understand that I have no time for you. I spend a little bit, I'll spend the 20 minutes talking to you, trying to bring you out of that bubble, but ultimately the more hateful you get, all I can do is reflect back your hate over time, or accept your hate. Let you be right, which is wrong. Oh, and just agree and sob and let you feel good as a troll. None of that works for me. So instead, I want you to focus on the albums, man. I want you to focus on the music. I have a website running. Most of you guys don't even have a website. Okay? I actually am in touch with the outside world and with people and with music. I don't think that you are. I think that a lot of people on this app, and rap in general, but particularly on the app, at least, like with radios and stuff like that, I mean, there is a kind of process on them choosing what to play and what not to play. But I think most of you are just too strong in emotion. It's ego and pride and all that stuff, and you don't really have anything to back it up. Half of you don't even have your GED and can't spell and other things, and I'm supposed to believe you're this brilliant person for shitting on me without any real proof of why I'm shit. That's what I don't get. If you want to focus on business, hit me up. If you're a waste of time, I'm going to tell you you're a waste of my time, and you can take that as an asshole move or not. But you've literally wasted my time. Hope this makes enough sense, because I kind of just made it spontaneous. I want people to know exactly what they're dealing with, because I've been in 3 different rap crews on RapFame, and all of them ended similarly. Whether it's some fucking troll and a drunk, hey, freestyle king, I'm the best, and actually he's lost a lot, but it doesn't matter. Fucking, he's had to erase all of his fucking tracks and keep hiding and reposting, and he's been kicked off of the app several times for his behavior. Even posted pictures, like, back from fucking RapFame jail, and he's happy about it. But that's not a winner, that's a loser. You lost every step of the way. Every step of the fucking way. So, but I don't have to, be an asshole, but if you're an asshole to me, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to be direct, and problem is, I won't be as emotional as you will. So you're actually going to be hurt more than me, make it last way longer than it needs to last, and accomplish nothing. In the long run, I'm the enemy. You spread my name around the internet with hate. People get to look it up, and like Insane Clown Posse and Howard Stern, I actually get more fans because you draw people to my page to check me out that would have never even heard of me otherwise. It's just stupid. I got into another fucking group, and this guy, I mean, it's mostly that people want to argue, and I commented, I think it was with Rocky the Great, about the illegal activity. I can't, since this is just an app, I should not really take that kind of risk to break the fucking law publicly without me even doing it, but making sure to have my name tagged on it. That doesn't work for me, man. You're a copyright infringer. You're doing illegal shit, and your attitude does not save your lack of business or work ethic. Leading to the last group, which I literally just left out of peace. I left and said, this became an obligation. I'm no longer interested. Boom! Hate Central. This became an obligation, and only because the most recent likes didn't register, and he tagged my name directly in the group chat when I'm the only one that's been following the rule, which shouldn't be a rule. It's a fucking lie. Of automatically liking all your people's shit. Of course, I get it. So I complied. And I guess the most recent ones didn't register. But then when I realized the amount of workload, when I already upload more than them and they don't give me the likes, I'm the one correcting the grammar and helping them out with the page, which now has 5 times as much attention since it knows how to spell. So without creating a negative talk, I just said this became an obligation, I'm out. And the guy messages me and says, why'd you leave? As if I'm supposed to not answer him. And at first I don't. But he decides to hate on me instead. Fine, pussy ass bitch nigga and all this. Come on, man. No such thing. I left kindly. I should have left with a lot of hate, clearly, because it was what I was going to get. And at least it would have been equal. But it is what it is. So that's just some thoughts on what I think of RapFame and a few examples of, fucking why I don't bother. I mean, this is an app. This is also why I don't bother with most people in person. If you don't have your life together, if you don't have some kind of fucking goal, something to work toward, your life will stay in the gutter because you have no incentive, no inspiration to change it. I don't want to be in the gutter with you fools. I don't want to be sad, miserable, and mad and angry and go back and forth in circle jerks that lead nowhere, that accomplish nothing, that don't get me money. It doesn't get me shelter, doesn't get me food in my fucking mouth. It doesn't even get me, like, creative expression satisfaction. You know, like, I was going to make the fucking rap battle thing, and now I'm not even able to do that because I've been blocked while I'm still getting, and there's 7 messages to show it back to back that I'll be able to, I can't even reply. So even if I wanted to comply and shit on you entirely, and go ahead and expose me, by the way, you have my full permission, since you're still sending me messages saying shit like that. If I were to do the same thing, I can't. Unless I just tag you after the fact, it's a solo thing. And I called that something like that might happen. Because this dude has fucking screenshots of all of it. Of other people doing the same thing. Of him mistreating other people the same way. And blocking them. And then being upset that they didn't send him a battle. And lying and saying, oh, you never sent a battle. Come on. So, if you're real, I'm real with you. If you're full of shit, if you're garbage, I'm going to toss you in the garbage. You're not worth my time. I hope this made enough coherent sense, being so spontaneous and all over the board. There's a lot of ideas I wanted to cover. A little longer than I wanted it to be, but there you go. Kevin Cass, official, RapFame, the autistic wizard. Do with all of these self-labels, yeah, as you will. Hate on me, spread my name around. Howard stirring me up, man, I don't care. I am the scum of the earth. Dude, my page says that I am a demon. You don't have to like me. That's literally what my description says. You can't do anything to me, man. Except for inspiring me to talk about some stuff that more people need to focus on and make a few videos and different things so that, you know, this issue gets highlighted like people do in the real rap community. All right, man. Peace.